90-day Fiancé. Before the 90 days start, Chidi Ikpeamaeze was certain that he would be able to see again with the right kind of medical help. Chidi is a 33-year-old from Lagos, Nigeria who met the 38-year-old mom of two, Rain, on social media. Rain did not know that Chidi was blind for the longest time, but she fell for him because he liked her for her words and not her looks. Rain and Chidi had been together for 5 years when she flew to Africa to meet him. Chidi revealed the heartbreaking way he lost his eyesight when he was introduced to 90-day Fiancé fans as a new before the 90 Days cast member. Chidi was shown playing football. He said she had a great passion for football ever since he was a kid. He still played the game even though it wasn't easy anymore. Chidi used a special ball that made a unique sound to help Chidi identify where the goal was. Since some people on the team can see more than others, everyone will get blind to maintain a balance. Chidi was 17 years old and had an accident via ET. A friend had climbed a tree and an apple fell and hit Chidi in the right eye. He was in excruciating pain when he reached school and couldn't see what was on the blackboard, as his eyesight in one eye kept deteriorating, and as a result of the impairment in the right eye. One evening, Chidi happened to fall down and hit his eye on a wooden desk. Blood started gushing out. Chidi was taken to the hospital, but there was nothing they could do. Chidi eventually went blind in both eyes. He was devastated because it looked like his life had come to an end. Chidi could only see a thick cloud before his face, and sometimes he could experience some sparks of different colors or light. Having seen it before, Chidi could still recollect what the world looked like. The symphony of sounds around him helped him visualize his environment. Still, living as a visually impaired person in Nigeria was not an easy experience for Chidi. Chidi explained how everywhere was congested. The roads were not properly built. There were especially no ramps for important buildings. Most of the homes and public spaces had steps. Chidi had to walk around with his guide cane and definitely still needed assistance. He turned to Christianity for strength. Chidi believed that God helped him cope with his disability. He started praying day and night and thought that God had blessed him when Rain walked into his life. Rain had been in Africa for a year when she took him to a clinic to get a checkup done. Rain thought it was very hard for her to listen to Chidi talk about losing his sight. It broke Rain's heart. She talked to Chidi about it and found out he had not been to an eye doctor in over 10 years. Rain thought it was shocking. She made an appointment so Chidi could see a specialist. She hoped there could have been some medical advancements in the past that helped her boyfriend. As Rain tried to make Chidi laugh, he was nervous because he didn't know what the doctor was going to say. He had heard that some technology could help people like him see. If there was anything that Chidi prayed for every day, it was for advancement in science, especially something that could cure his glaucoma. Chidi thought it would completely transform his life. It had always looked like a far-fetched reality to Chidi, but Rain's optimism gave him hope that something could be done. The doctor examined Chidi's eyes to test if he could perceive the light she flashed in his eyes with a flashlight. Chidi's emotions were running high. He started imagining how it would feel to be able to see the awesome world around him again. However, Chidi was deeply nervous to learn if his dream would finally come to fruition. Unfortunately, the doctor informed Chidi that she could see some signs of cataracts in his left eye. Chidi smiled, knowing that cataracts were not like glaucoma and had levels of solution. Chidi had heard of people who had cataracts, and once they had been operated upon, their eye conditions had been remedied. Chidi asked the doctor if it had been established that he had cataracts, and if there was a chance his vision could be restored. The doctor told Chidi that she could see some signs of a cataract in his left eye. However, they were not dealing with only cataracts. There is glaucoma signs, she added. As per the expert, the pressure in Chidi's eyes is very high. She explained to him that there is no light perception, and when there is no light perception, it means that the nerves in his eyes aren't active. She added that nerves do not regrow, and once they die off, there's nothing that can be done. She told him that the chances of him being able to see again were slim. Also, over time, if the pressure got high without proper management, there was also a chance it could result in a complication leading to Chidi's eyes being removed. Hearing that nothing could be done to restore his vision was heartbreaking for him. The thought of losing his eye entirely was even scarier. Chidi had never imagined that something like this could happen to him. He was going to be given medication to reduce the pressure. Chidi tried to find the silver lining to the fact that Rain had encouraged him to go to the doctor. Despite a negative report, Chidi was positive that, by the grace of God, something positive could still happen. Rain tried to cheer Chidi up by telling him that even if he was not able to see him again, his life could just be as bright with Rain in it. Unfortunately, Rain isn't a part of Chidi's life anymore. Rain and Chidi have been warring on social media, with Chidi claiming that Rain could be morbidly dangerous at times and wanting to invite vampires and cannibals over for a feast. Chidi spoke about Rain, claiming she could summon dark forces against him and his family if she didn't get what she wanted. Rain and Chidi did not get the happily ever after they deserved. Chidi has been active on Instagram, but he doesn't post many real-time photos or selfies to reveal what he looks like currently. If Chidi managed to get his operation done, he might only feel ready to talk about it during the tell-all. Chidi was certain that he could find a cure for his condition, and even if Rain was not with him, he could overcome his biggest obstacles with